I usually don't do intros for videos like this, but I want to list a few rules. 1. Only YouTubers. No artists in the music industry who post to YouTube like Rebecca Black. 2. Only one song per YouTuber. I don't want half the list to just be Jake Paul or RiceGum. 3. I won't be including any purposely horrible songs, unless they're terrible attempts at parody. Let's begin. Mask by Dream. I bet you're surprised this classic is so early in the video, but that just shows how truly awful these songs are gonna get. Controversial Minecraft YouTuber Dream began teasing this song in spring of 2021, with the music video releasing in June. The song is about a boy, a stand-in for Dream, having to figuratively, and literally in the music video, place a mask on to not open up about his feelings. It's so on the nose and corny, with the autotune making his voice sound like an anxious teenager who listened to Evanescence in the 2000s. The music video is what really blew this thing up, as it looks like a scene straight out of Food Fight. It was cobbled together by a Minecraft animator, who usually animates blocks, not regular humans. It gives it this like weird plasticky look, with the fabrics moving all over the place.
Look at his eye sockets, it doesn't even connect. I thought he streamed Minecraft, not Five Nights at Freddy's. All the fabric clothing is struggling to exist in this dimension. And how about this soggy ass paper? Do schools print report cards on handkerchiefs now? How could this kid possibly fail mathematics?
Also, all the background characters are cardboard cutouts. Despite the crappy animation, the worst part is how it treats the subject matter. Dream's character is told by his doctor that he's not normal. Oh no. So he has to take normal pills. The hell are normal pills? Is that for my constipation? Because that shit's anything but normal. These are actually a stand-in for Dream's ADHD medication, which he stopped taking. So, the boy stops taking them. This caused a bit of controversy, as this seemingly implied he should stop taking your prescribed medication. In an interview with Anthony Padilla, he stated that this is not the case. This part described his experience with the medication.
I had ADHD medication. I was like mad, and I remember pouring it down the drain.
Was it changing the way that you were? Like, did you not feel like yourself on your meds?
I didn't feel like myself because I feel like I was way less creative. Like my mind didn't drift as much. I stopped doing the things that were making me do bad in school, like not drawing.
But the things that made you do bad in school, that were distracting you from school, were what brought you happiness.
Yeah. And I don't know enough about them to comment on whether that was smart of me to do. I don't want to encourage anybody to do that. I haven't been on like medication for ADHD since then. I feel like it is a unique thing that I'm proud of.
This just seems like a slip in judgment, nothing malicious, so I can't really judge him for that. Still a stupid song though, which he got rightfully made fun of. He quickly deleted it, though it still lives in infamy online. Top comments read, "No autotune, no mixing, just straight ass. Better keep this masterpiece under that fucking mask." And, "I have a fear of heights, but the song finally gave me the courage to jump out of an airplane. Thanks, Dream." Sidemen diss track by Deji. So let's go back to 2017, the year where diss tracks truly took off. Everyone was making them, including KSI and his group, the Sidemen. Basically, KSI joked about leaving and made a non-serious diss track towards Ethan Payne, which his fans took seriously. So, as a joke, Ethan made a diss track, with KSI then making one of his own right back at him. They had a few more back and forths until KSI's little brother, Deji, wanted to join in on the fun.
Hey guys!
Mr. Comedy Shorts Gamer here is a professional clout goblin, known for getting his ass beat by Jake Paul, and possibly subbotting his channel. On August 11th, 2017, Deji released the Sidemen diss track, where he shows off his awful rapping skills. He's trying his best, I'm sure, but it comes across as him sing-talking.
Stupid prick! Starting beef with me? You'll regret that! This life was sent to me!
His accent is a massive detriment here, but it makes the song funny in a lot of ways. Deji goes on to diss every single remaining member of the Sidemen, with petty insults. He also uses this as an excuse to brag about his sex life, saying he banged their girls first, giving them sloppy seconds. The lyrics are the best part. It's so obvious he thought highly of them despite probably being written within a day. You have lines like, "I wanna be Nick Crompton but sucks more dick. Then there's Vic with his Minecraft pick dick. Left his bitch to fuck those Minecraft square pigs." And, "You white hair twat, you a pussycat. You're scared of beef, you run him over like Chief Queef." As you'll see with this list, it's not the worst diss track out there, but it still sucks. He made this quickly for clout so he can ride off the attention his brother is always getting. We Need More Victimization by Doug Walker. So I've never been a fan of the Nostalgia Critic. It's a pretty bland movie review series hosted by a really annoying man-child whose voice gets on my nerves. On September 19th, 2019, Channel Awesome uploaded a 40-minute long review of the 1982 movie The Wall, which is an anthology movie based on the Pink Floyd album of the same name. The review was negatively received, with it having 4 times more dislikes than likes, and a barrage of negative comments like, "This is as much of a love letter to Pink Floyd as a bullet was to John Lennon." My favorite part of Pink Floyd's The Wall is the one where they plug Honey ad in the middle of the album, a true classic. And it's pretty ironic how Doug is so quick to call the movie pretentious, while also making a review that actually is pretentious. That last comment pretty much sums it up. Doug and the crew made this review really artsy to poke fun at the movie, but the parodies in it suck so much that it completely ruins it. In fact, the music is so bad that it's currently the 4th lowest ranking album on Rate Your Music. That is impressive. The worst song is easily We Need More Victimization, a parody of Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd. The original song is a satirical look at the school system, which it claims is trying to make its students obedient through psychologically draining them. The parody by Doug just comes across as, "OMG, get over it, it's just high school, quit being pretentious, Pink Floyd." It's such a weird way to downplay the meaning of a great song. I guess Doug needs all of his songs to be on the nose like Dream's Mask. The parody song on its own sucks, but the version in the video is even worse. Doug adds in these cringy voice lines to add humor, but they instead make me want to rip my own ears off, Van Gogh style. It's just such a poor attempt to make people laugh. I just love how Doug and the crew probably thought they were making a masterpiece here, when in reality they were making a hypocritical mess of content. Pineapple Upside Down by Queef Jerky. I get to once again talk about my favorite YouTubers, Nick is Not Green and Ethan is Online. For those of you who don't know, these two are breadtubers who have gotten into loads of drama over the past year, which pretty much tarnished their reputations and their friendship. If you want to know more about this, go check out this episode of Idiot Influencers. But yes, these two losers run a band together called Queef Jerky, alongside Nick's girlfriend, Dev Lemons. Yes, the name is Queef Jerky. Even ironically, it's a stupid name that some fans have roasted them about. They try to market it as this quirky, low-effort music, but it's not even fun to listen to. It just seems like an excuse for them not being able to make good music. Their most popular song is called Pineapple Upside Down, and it's completely filled with garbage lyrics that are random for the sake of being random. There's nothing clever here. It literally just starts with Nick making gun noises like he's 5 years old. I mean, he dresses like a 5-year-old, so that probably checks out.
I shoot my gun like pow pow pow. I shoot my shout like how are yow. Salmon's a superfood, salmon's a superfood.
Ethan then sings the lamest chorus I've ever heard, with the lyrics, "Pineapple upside down, yeah, in the toilet I make a brown, yeah." Wow, that's a knee slapper right there, oh boy. After more horrendous rapping, Dev Lemons comes in and screams their lines. Again, I know it's a meme song, but it still sucks. There are good meme songs out there, but Queef Jerky thinks random equals funny. It's like the music equivalent of those shitty parody movies from the 2000s. The gang made an Unfunny Genius parody where they yap on for 12 minutes. Right around the time this came out, Nick and Ethan got themselves into the super mega drama, where they tried to falsely cancel a massive YouTube channel. During this, Ethan would promote Pineapple Upside Down, saying it's the song of the summer.
Pineapple Upside Down's blowing up. Yeah, it's the song of the summer. That's why. No, that's great. Pineapple Upside Down's a banger.
Filming that one was fun.
Yeah, we filmed that together. My first music video I ever made, and I basically directed it. I had so many shot ideas, and Nick gave me the director's credit, so. 143K, it's basically just the song of the summer. It's just
Y'all smoking mid? Bro, every day. I love smoking mid.
This drama would eventually divide Nick and Ethan due to personal reasons, so Queef Jerky is just Nick and Dev again. Ethan or not, it hasn't improved anything. How It Is, Wop Bop by Bibi H. This girl runs the YouTube channel Bibi's Beauty Palace, which has over 5 million subscribers. You've most likely never heard of her, due to her mainly being big in the German YouTube scene. I mean, pretty much all the comments are in German. A lot of the drama regarding this song wasn't understood by foreign audiences, so I tried making sense of it. Basically, this girl does beauty videos and markets herself to a very young audience. She's used this fact to her advantage by shoving a shitload of product placement at them. She teased this song for months during 2017, with many pre-ordering it for €4.99. She heavily promoted it, since it was a massive product placement for Warner Music Germany. The backlash it got, probably due to these reasons, led it to being one of the most disliked videos on all of YouTube, with around 3 million. So the song itself, which I'll simply call Wop Bop, is a heavily auto-tuned nightmare, where this girl sings generic lyrics about not giving up and staying happy.
I met a guy, he knows my name, he also told me his.
The music video is just bland and uninspired. This just comes across as some spoiled rich YouTuber thinking she could be the next big internet musician, and then failing since those outside her audience listen to it. The only positive comments are from her previously mentioned young fanbase, who are being exploited here. Also, the song is a blatant ripoff of the 2008 song, The Show, by Australian artist Lenka. Not just a few beats here and there, but also the entire melody and rhythm. W by Tana Mongeau. Hey, you remember that era where Tana tried coming across as this hardcore female rapper? Around mid-2017 to 2018, she released multiple horrible songs like Hefner,
Fuck on your bitch like I'm Hefner, I take 10% like I rep her.
Fuck Up,
Cause I'm a fuck up, and I'm so fucked up.
and FaceTime.
I don't wanna fall asleep on FaceTime.
They're all below average, but nothing that bad. Then we come to W, a braggadocious song with an embarrassing music video to boot. Besides being a big YouTuber, there really isn't much to brag about for her. She's pretty talentless, made lazy videos where she over-exaggerates life stories, and only stayed relevant due to selling explicit content on OnlyFans. She's a clout chaser, attaching herself to more famous people like a social parasite. She did it with Shane Dawson, Bella Thorne, and Jake Paul. The beginning of this song starts out with her rapping, "Say I'm fake, say I've changed, but I'm still the same bitch, just no more minimum wage." Pretty sure you did change, Tana. From a pretty honest and understanding person to a hypocritical nonce of no shred of decency. The chorus just has her repeating, "I'm taking W's," over and over again, with most of her disses being pretty lame like, "These hoes suck your dick for a retweet, bitch I'm your dad, I'm a deadbeat." The music video is even more pathetic, as she just awkwardly jumps around the car she probably rented.
I'm at the W, I'm making W. Sorry for your lies, I'll take your dub from you.
The funniest part about the song though is that months afterwards, she began producing nothing but L's. TanaCon happened, she got her heart broken by Jake, she made that awful MTV show, and now she's completely irrelevant besides the Poggers community promoting her. Life is Fun by the Odd Ones Out and Boyinaband. This is a song included on this list just due to its quality alone. While it doesn't take itself seriously, it's still awful and is completely unnecessary. This is just another case of a YouTuber attempting to make music to get some money from his legion of young fans. Now I don't hate James, but he's not this perfect YouTuber everyone portrays him as. He has a history of hypocrisy, like when he complained about apps with microtransactions, and then made an app with microtransactions. Also his TV show sucks ass. Life is Fun was released during the height of Boyinaband's popularity in 2018. Around the same time frame he collabed with iDubbbz, Jaden Animation, and PewDiePie. And while those songs range from okay to amazing, this one sucks. Though that's the fault of James, who can't sing for the life of him. They even try to make a sorry excuse for a joke, remarking about his use of autotune.
Thanks to autotune.
The song has a pretty cliche message about making the most of life, despite all the negativity that comes your way. Boyinaband, aka Dave, represents this negativity by interrupting the song with whatever edgy nonsense he could think of, though that's leagues better than James screaming his lyrics with the most annoying inflection in his voice. Though it's not bad enough for the song to rank higher on this list, it's just a 3 out of 10 song sung by an arrogant YouTuber. Though it is one of the few comment sections on this list to be mostly positive, except for comments like, Boyinaband must have really liked the We Are Young, which, if you know, you know. You Know You Lit by the Dobre brothers. Ah yes, the Dobre twins, the two biggest clout goblins on the site. If you want to know more about them, I also made an entire Idiot Influencers episode on them. In summary, they made many collabs with Jake Paul, produced shitty prank videos, and have recently been faking family members' deaths for clickbait. And since their audience is so young, they gotta profit off them in the lamest way possible. The song, lazily called You Know You Lit, Starts with one of the twins rapping like he just had a concussion or something.
Started from the grocery store, now I own the grocery store. Head spinning through the aisle.
Are you okay, man? Seems like you hit your head. What's this about a grocery store? The rest of the song is pretty uneventful, with the boys rapping about their success and intelligence, which is hilarious coming from these guys. We get lyrics like, yeah, it's time, these diamonds shine, shawty bring it back, yeah, bust it on her back, yeah. No, I can't wife no chick, little pump never spend his money on a bit. And, you know my life is a movie, my neck look like jacuzzi, Gucci on Gucci on Gucci. Clearly some high-class Harvard graduates. Half a year later in January 2018, the boys released a remix, advertising it with a featured artist, 6ix9ine. Yes, the candy-haired pedo got featured on this track. It was actually some impersonator they hired to clickbait their audience. I assume once the video got backlash, they removed his mention in the title, though I'll give them credit for finding someone that actually sounds and looks like 6ix9ine. But still, both are shit songs that have fallen into obscurity. I can say the same about their channel, as I have over 34 million subs with only gaining 500,000 views in all their recent videos. Six Figures by Justin Roberts and Mini Jake Paul. Justin was a member of the now defunct group Team 10, which I'll be mentioning later, don't worry. But basically he was this douchey kid who grew up wealthy and made a song to rap about it. What's worse is that he brought on a featured guest, this little boy who went by Mini Jake Paul. In reality, this was a toddler that Jake Paul and the crew were exploiting to make some money. Average Jake behavior. In July 2018, Justin released this song, to wide critical acclaim. Oh, sorry, I meant to say mass ridicule. It had some of the goofiest lyrics, which I'd be harsh on if they weren't sung by an at the time 15-year-old. It starts out with this random mention of E.T. at the beginning. Yes, the alien.
Like E.T. selling out arenas just to see me.
So, let's break it down. He starts with, like E.T., selling out arenas just to see me. I don't fucking understand what that means. It's not like E.T. was a famous rock star rapper. He sat in a fucking bicycle and went home. I don't really remember E.T. all that well clearly, but I think that's the synopsis in a nutshell.
Other lyrics include, 6 figures I was only 4, so much money I can't see the floor, I don't even open my own door. She asked me can I come, I said no boo. She just said achoo, I ain't even say bless you. And, oopsies I just crashed a boat, so many chains I might choke, I'm not even old enough to vote, making history you should take a note. There's this one line where he weirdly brags about getting a speeding ticket and skipping out on court, which isn't as hard as he wishes it was.
Got a speeding ticket, I don't go to court. She was really lame, she made me bored.
Sadly, Mini Jake Paul doesn't spit a verse, unlike what the title implies. Honestly, I bet he would have sounded way more intelligent than Justin. While I was working on this video, Justin actually privatized every single video on his channel, though I was still able to find the song through re-uploads. I'm not sure why now, but based on the type of content he made, we're not missing out on much.
Everyone in China is so nice. Everyone I meet.
POLYDOGE by Bart Baker. Bart Baker used to be the king of song parodies on YouTube, with him at one point having 10 million subscribers and having a total view count of over 3 billion. Though with YouTube's changing monetization policies around 2017, it made it harder for Bart to make these high-budget parodies. He took an indefinite hiatus, where he became a shill for the Chinese media. He basically became the token white guy on the Chinese version of TikTok. Though in mid-2021, he announced a comeback, saying he'll try to make more parodies. Though a good chunk of this video is him rambling on about crypto.
I have an unhealthy obsession with crypto. I don't know if you care, so I'm just gonna tell you anyway. Basic attention token, POLYDOGE, Network, SPE, Save Planet Earth. They are planning to be the first mover in carbon credits, which is gonna be a $10 trillion industry in 10 years.
This was a bad sign, as his only new song would be pushing it. A few months later, he uploaded POLYDOGE, a generic rap song promoting a new cryptocurrency of the same name. This is when crypto scams are on the rise, with such names as MILF Token, Safe Moon, and the infamous Save the Kids Token. POLYDOGE is another pump and dump scheme, with Bart once again being used as a pawn to promote it. He once again sacrifices his happiness and audience's respect to make a few extra bucks. He just looks like he doesn't want to be there. And, of course, you got him dancing on an expensive car of 2 girls he probably got off the street, having them twerk and flip off the audience. Bart mainly just repeats the same few lyrics, with occasional interjections about how shit other cryptocurrencies are. If it isn't the pot calling the kettle black, or Bart calling John Cena a simp for the CCP, his audience is rightfully confused about this, with comments reading, "You either live to make parodies or become the parody yourself." Bro came back, made 2 vids, and dipped. And this is what demonetization does to a man. Ouch. Bust Down by NNA Productions. NNA Productions is a 3am YouTuber who still produced that sort of content until taking a hiatus about a year ago. While he was pretending to contact celebrities hours after they died, Amir tried his hand at making awful rap music. And what truly makes him worse is Amir himself, as his rapping abilities are easily the worst on this list. This is partially due to the fact that English isn't his first language, which to me isn't a valid excuse. His accent is really thick, making it sound like he's slurring his speech. This is especially prevalent during his song Bust Down, where he sounds like this.
Go drop it down, girl you go pick it up, and if I break it down, girl you go lick it up.
One commenter accurately compares it to the sound a stray cat makes when it's being strangled in an alleyway. This is yet another braggadocious song about how rich and famous he is, with the video showcasing him dancing around various locations. Hey, glad he got to show us his trip to the zoo. The chorus is easily the worst, with him almost getting out of breath trying to repeat, "I'm a savage."
I'm a savage, 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 I'm a savage.
The girl featured in the song is actually okay, but even she can't save this shit pile. I couldn't find a single positive comment here, with some of the more negative comments reading, "I don't understand how a savage wears a chain that he got from Toys R Us. Can't wait for the English version. He is the type of guy to cancel his doctor's appointment because he is sick." And imagine forgetting the lyrics to your own song. Dear Mom by Morgz. So even after doing loads of research, I'm still a bit confused about the situation. It seems Morgz, this Mr. Beast wannabe, made this diss track on his own mother for no particular reason. Well, actually there was a reason. Clout. The two orchestrated seemingly fake drama, which didn't help them in the long run, seeing that Morgz' career has faded into obscurity. But yeah, in early 2020 Morgz released Dear Mom, where he makes lame jabs at his own mom by poking fun of her appearance and age. Even as a joke, it's like weirdly distasteful. Like, Morgz, this is your mom, the person who gave birth to you. Are you this starved for attention that you be saying this shit? Also, you gotta love how poorly constructed these disses are. It's like he wrote this in 4th grade after getting grounded. Morgz' mom would then release a diss track of her own, where she actually kind of owns him at a few points.
His vids are cringe and he's got no mates. He steals ideas and he clickbaits.
It's still hilariously awful, but at least she doesn't spend the whole time making fun of his appearance. Plus, this is literally a boomer making this. While you think Morgz would at least try. I really don't have much else to say about this one. They're both bad songs made to clickbait people over fake beef that never happened.
I could literally cancel you, and I choose not to.
Pray by MamaMax. Max used to be a well-respected YouTuber who used his talent to seemingly catch pedophiles, but got himself into a drama last year that fully exposed his lies. I won't go over the full situation, but there are loads of videos covering the topic, plus I'll eventually mention him in a future list. But basically Max faked many of his videos, doxed innocent people, lied about getting groomers arrested, and falsely accused someone of being a groomer just because they were someone he didn't like. This discourse gave attention to a song he released in October 2022 called Pray, an edgy attempt to strike fear in the minds of child diddlers. It's like a diss track on them of sorts, which is hilarious on concept alone, though instead it comes across as Max being a cringy edgelord who thinks he's acting tough and scary.
Now you're the prey, and we're the pred. With these demons I've drowned, exceeding east from your foul seams. Seats about the mouths, their English screams a loud sound. I'll never be freed from even now. My ears they bleed, I don't know how such evil scenes can be allowed.
His lyrics are more unintelligible than NNA Productions, though originally he was trying to sound like Corpse Husband, someone he references in the song. Though if you dive in, you'll realize how depraved the lyrics actually are. YouTuber Lyrics did a stream where he watches a Patreon exclusive video of Max explaining the song.
But regardless, please skip this section if you don't want to be triggered.
Good one.
Because that is not my goal. Now you're the prey and we're the pred is me.
Dude, there's no way this is real. There's no fucking way this is real.
Telling pedophiles that they are not predators anymore.
Holy shit. He actually did this.
Don't try to pray you're already dead is a way of saying that once you touch a child, your soul is forfeit and not even God can save you from us. And hell with me for what you did is implying I'm going to hell for murdering them and that they are stuck in there with me. And you will pay this debt with head has a double meaning. I'm saying their debt is paid by losing their heads, but also saying that they're gonna give me head when I'm skull fucking them in hell.
What?
Yep.
What? What?
Oh,
what? What the fuck is this? What? Dude. What the
I mean, Nick wasn't kidding when he said that this song is about wanting to fellatiate pedos, man.
I have no fucking words. Dude. One more. I need a double take. Dude, what?
And you will pay this debt with head has a double meaning. I'm saying their debt is paid by losing their heads, but also saying that they're gonna give me head when I'm skull fucking them in hell.
He wants to fuck pedophiles.
Yep, the song is about forcing pedos to give you head. I don't think that's what they mean by fighting fire of fire, Max. And I get what he's trying to go for, he wants to empower victims. But it shouldn't be through this method, you fucking creep. Yeesh, no wonder this guy made the lyrics muffled and hid his explanation on Patreon. Frick the Police by RiceGum. Remember when this dude was calling every other YouTuber under the sun irrelevant? Guessing him at the same fate. Bryan became famous during the mid-2010s for roasting literal elementary school kids, and then made hypebeast content like a lot of other losers on this list. He's basically D. Long from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
It was real quick. I did it, and so can you. All you have to do to learn the secret of my success is send me money.
Damn, they even have the same laugh.
That's what you have to say?
In late 2017, Rice got himself into drama with iDubbbz, who released one of the best received episodes of Content Cop on him. Here, Ian criticized Rice for his braggadocious behavior, lazy content, hypocrisies, and jealousy of other creators. It then ended on a diss track featuring Boyinaband, and cameos from PewDiePie, Ethan Klein, and Jax Films. This was to give Rice a taste of his own medicine, as he was known for popularizing diss tracks. Rice was practically begging for a Content Cop, knowing it would give him more attention. To circumvent this, Ian made the title and thumbnail imply it was a Content Cop on Jake Paul. Rice didn't like this one bit, and set to work on a diss track. This diss would end up being Frick the Police, a pretty lazy homage to NWA. I'll go over the song and video point by point. You start with RiceGum's name lazily green screened in, before he starts whining over Ian while on an inflatable ducky.
A 30-minute vid, I'm who you're obsessed with. You look like your sister is the girl that you have sex with.
He basically proves Ian's point about how annoying his flexing is, as Rice shows off his mansion and designer clothes. He hits us with amazing bars like, yeah, he used to get picked on, he a big nerd. He don't got no points, he confuses you with big words. He said he studied me for months like a midterm. A Content Cop, can you get off my dick, sir? Yeah, I'm yellow and I'm fly, call me Big Bird. They're trying to see me start the fall like September. And H3, stop eating snacks, bitch, you're getting fat. Flew out PewDiePie just to fuck him in the ass. Then, after a little skit involving a stand-in for Ian, Rice raps his final verse without a beat, which isn't as badass as he thinks it is. It's mostly just useless insults about Ian looking like a nerd.
I cannot have it, you little mini bop Saget, get your fucking ass kicked. Why don't you buy yourself some thicker glasses, you look like Inspector Gadget.
He's trying to combat a well-researched expose video on the hardest-hitting diss track on all of YouTube with this shit. This track got torn to shreds, with it having over 1 million dislikes and comments like, RiceGum is actually revolutionary. He broke the stereotype that Asians are smart. Rice is the type of guy to drill a hole in a boat to get rid of some water. Inspector Gadget doesn't have glasses. Next time RiceGum might need 2 ghostwriters. And boy really rhymed a lot with a lot. iDubbbz would soon respond back with a well-retorted response, where he got an actual rapper, Post Malone, to make a cameo.
I really hate to say this. I think there's someone hanging right there.
No Handlebars by Logan Paul. Here's the masterclass of fuckery that came out of Logan's brain, where he flexes his sex appeal by objectifying 50% of the population. Smooth moves, Logan. And surprisingly, that's not even the most controversial aspect of this production. Basically, Logan equates having intercourse with women to riding a bike. He raps, she ride the pegs, still on her heels. She fell in love, head over wheels. New chain, I don't mean necklace. I ride no hands, I'm reckless. That's basically the song. It's pretty repetitive and lame.
I can ride your girl with no handlebars. No handlebars. No handlebars.
And yes, this song ripped off the song Handlebars by Flowbots, a song that came out a decade earlier in 2007. It's a pretty poetic song about human potential when it comes to solving massive problems in our world. Logan then took the melody and made it about boinking women. He basically took this song and tossed it in a blender of one of those rubber chickens. Flowbots would soon release a diss track on Logan called Handle Your Bars, which I recommend you seek out. They completely destroyed him. Flowbots would eventually sue Logan in 2019, with them gaining all royalties to it, totaling around $1 million, and they deserve every single penny. Oh, and I haven't even gotten to the shitty music video yet. He basically rides around various models, treating them like objects. One of these models, Eliza Johnson, spoke out about her experience on set, stating in an interview, "I definitely became uncomfortable when he wanted to just get on my back like that, because it's rare that you're on set and they just throw something at you. Con artists do things like that. I reached my breaking point after the 6th take and my legs were giving out. I was so physically exhausted, I wasn't even able to process what was going on. It wasn't until I was able to see how they were editing it, and what the full song was, that I was able to get the full picture and process psychologically what was going on. I felt kind of abused. Of course I felt ashamed, and when something like this happens and we kind of become victimized, we don't really realize it. We just want to block it out, or say maybe it's just me, maybe it's not happening. It's a very confusing type of thing to experience." Worse yet, he's wearing the same denim jacket he wore to Oki Kahara.
I'm a banana. You're a what?
Her Lies, ex-girlfriend song by Onision. Yes, there's a song worse than I'm a Banana, and yes, this relates to one of 1,000 controversies Onision, aka James, has been in. This particular song responds to drama he started in 2011 of his former partner, Shiloh Hoganson. They began dating in spring 2011, with her occasionally appearing in his videos. That summer, James would post a problematic video titled Shiloh Forgot Me, where he films her having a memory loss episode. This sparked hate due to him even filming this in the first place, and the fact that this episode was caused due to stress James was inflicting upon her. Not too long after this, he filmed her having a seizure, instead of immediately calling 911. The two would break up by August, with James then dating a woman named Adrian. This girlfriend claimed he sexually assaulted her, and later he said that Shiloh was a manipulative liar. Rich coming from this cretin, him and Shiloh would get back together for only a month, with them announcing a pregnancy, and later a miscarriage. The two finally parted ways due to drama, where James claimed she was lying about getting a sepsis diagnosis. In February 2012, he made this sort of diss track on her, where he spreads lies on top of lies about her lying. This dude really is a walking contradiction. Basically, he simplifies the drama even more than I did, and comes across as a bigger cringe lord than MamaMax.
You lied about her baby and medical conditions. You're always running your mouth, but can you even listen?
James is trying to do this mock emo poem thing, to make it all deep and metaphorical, when in reality he's trying to cover up for his abusive behavior by victim blaming. And yes, he abused her. Shiloh showed evidence during her appearance on the Onision documentary. Plus, I mean, they got together when he was 25 and she was 17. He's a groomer, no doubt about it. It's Everyday Bro by Jake Paul on Team 10. Finally, we get to the song everyone was waiting for. A song so bad it became the 3rd most disliked video on YouTube, with not a single positive comment on it. Jake released this during the height of his popularity in mid-2017, when he was doing shit like setting his mattress on fire, climbing atop a news van, doxing Post Malone, and making racist remarks towards a fan. This all got on fire from the Disney Channel show Bizaardvark, though he didn't seem to care due to his rapidly growing channel. This song was meant as a way to brag about all that, while bringing along the other members of his content house. In the song alone, you have verses from Nick Crompton, Chance Sutton, the Martinez twins, and Tessa Brooks. Jake starts out by bragging about being a white boy from Ohio, to then saying he was gonna pass PewDiePie in subscribers. Yeah, sure buddy, you try that.
Ohio's where I'm from. We chew 'em like it's gum. We shootin' with the gun.
But then comes the absolute worst set of lyrics imaginable. This is Team 10, bitch, who the hell are flipping you? And you know I kick them out if they ain't with the crew. Yeah, I'm talking about you begging for attention, talking shit on Twitter too, but you still hit my phone last night. It was 4:52 and I got the text to prove. For those of you who don't know who he's referring to, this is a diss at Alyssa Violet, a former member of Team 10. Jake says he kicked her out due to her cheating, when it was actually the opposite way around. In Alyssa's first response, she claims Jake emotionally abused her by playing mind games. He made it seem like he wanted the two of them to get together, but at the same time would bring around other girls over to sleep with him.
So then as time goes on, just brings more girls over, and then he would be with me, and then he would have a girl over, and then 2 days later he'd be with me, and then we'd be together, and then we'd not be together, and then we'd fight, and I'd be pissed because he'd bring girls over, and he didn't think he was doing anything wrong, and I was like, you can't just be with me one night, and then like the next night treat me like shit, and bring a girl over. I don't know, just really messed up.
At the same time, Jake forbade her from seeing other guys, and kept her trapped due to the contracts she signed. You see, Jake was also emotionally manipulative to the other members of Team 10, with those in the song like the Martinez twins later speaking out. He basically used songs like this to keep up the facade that Team 10 was perfect, but in reality it was hell on earth, and it was always destined to fall apart. Though after all these years, you gotta admit that England is My City is still funny as shit. After practically becoming the biggest meme of the summer, Jake would keep the drama going after Alyssa joined RiceGum in a diss track called It's Every Night Sis, which dunked on Jake for being an overgrown high school bully. And honestly, after all these years, it still kind of slaps. Rice sucks at rapping, but Alyssa's part holds up well.
Hi cuties, guess what I just watched?
I'm a Pedophile by MrGirl. No matter what his defenders will say, I will never see the song as an ironic parody. Even if it is, the song comes off as done in poor taste. And I do think you can make jokes relating to the subject. I mean, Rucka Rucka Ali made a parody song called Only 17 that's pretty funny. But MrGirl actually comes across as a creep, due to the context that comes from his other content. MrGirl is a former YouTuber who makes commentary and review videos, his most well-known one being about the movie Cuties. That film was rightfully criticized for sexualizing 11-year-old girls, but MrGirl defends it. Try not to cringe watching this.
But yeah, as far as like sexy music videos go, it's not bad. When they're like wiping their hands on their crotches, I think from the back, if memory serves. I'll have to watch it again and again, and they're pretty hot. And you know, you can say whatever you want about me, it's not my fault. I didn't make them do that, they did that. That's the point. That's the whole point of the movie, is that you're supposed to be sitting there thinking, look at the blonde one.
The way he says it, man, it doesn't come across as ironic. And there are way more clips just like this, especially through livestream appearances. Before his termination, he released a song called I'm a Pedophile. And while others in this list have released songs bragging about how rich and famous they are, Max here is bragging about being a diddler. He makes uncomfortable statements about doing horrible things to children, and says he doesn't care if people call him out for it.
Yeah, I'm a pedophile. So what you wanna see? What you want me to be? Keep hating, baby. I keep raping these babies.
There's no joke here, just crass, unfunny statements. Like in Rucka's song, the joke is at the expense of a pedo. But MrGirl doesn't add any witty social commentary. He just thinks the idea of pissing people off at this topic is funny. YouTube has been taking down re-uploads of it, which I'm kind of content with. It just shouldn't be a thing that exists. But surprisingly, it's not the only song on our list that offends pedophilia.
You know what kind of train this is? Train. You know what kind of train this is? Well, do ya?
Toxic Gossip Train by Colleen Ballinger. You know what? At least the other songs on this list weren't 10 minutes long. Unlike this, are an excuse for an apology. This was in response to allegations of grooming that Colleen had been getting for years. Like in 2020 when Adam McIntyre revealed she had sent him her lingerie when he was only 13 years old. There's also loads of creepy messages she sent in a group chat full of underage fans. Colleen thought these were pretty petty attempts to cancel her, when in reality she was being called out for some pretty serious shit. So she set up her camera, got out her ukulele, and hit record. On June 28th, 2023, she posted a video simply titled Hi to her vlog channel of over 3 million subs. Here she begins singing about the toxic gossip train, which is what she refers to the hate as. The reasonable hate, since she seemingly groomed multiple different underage fans of hers. She does this lame bit about her team not wanting her to talk about the controversy, but they didn't say she couldn't sing about it.
Even though my team has strongly advised me to not say what I want to say, I recently realized that they never said that I couldn't sing what I want to say, so.
Shut the fuck up. Colleen tries downplaying things by only admitting to certain aspects, like her messages to fans. She says they were weird, not predatory, which many disagree with. She also tries downplaying it by insinuating it's just another piece of meaningless drama, when it shouldn't be looked at that way. This isn't like some YouTuber getting unnecessary hate for making an edgy joke. This is borderline criminal activity.
I thought you wanted me to take accountability, but that's not the point of your mob mentality, is it? No. Your goal is to ruin the life of the person you despise while you dramatize your lies and monetize their demise.
A part of the song many don't talk about as much is the discourse about her appropriateness, specifically with the character Miranda sings. She claims that all Miranda-related content has been PG-13 and was never meant for children, despite the criticism being it was too inappropriate for young teens too. She'd have young boys stick her hands in her pants and then kiss them on stage shows. This was easily the most hated YouTube video of 2023, with her trying to capitalize off that by putting the song on Spotify to make more money. And now she's back to vlogging, with the support of everyone's least favorite child star, JoJo Siwa. In My Head by Baby Dawn and Mike Martin. Yes, I found something even worse than Toxic Gossip Train. A song made by Mike Martin and his son, Jake, who now goes by Baby Dawn. You'll recognize Mike through his old YouTube channel, Daddy05. Yes, the dad who verbally and physically abused his kids on camera for his epic prank videos. This got him and his wife in hot water, resulting in 2 of their kids, Cody and Emma, being sent back to live with their biological mother, Rose. Mike and his wife, Heather, were charged of 2 counts of child neglect, and had multiple YouTube channels of theirs terminated. They finally had a successful comeback in 2021, though this was due to their 3 remaining children making a channel. Jake and Mike have been attempting to make music, with none being successful. I mean, this song, In My Head, has less than 40,000 views despite being uploaded back in September, but it's so awful in both its quality and meaning that I just had to talk about it. It's supposed to be a redemption song, with these 2 wishing for their family to become whole again, despite what Mike put his 2 biological children through. There's even a goddamn collage of news clips from the 2017 incidents, which is flat out insane. If you're wondering why there's a baby in the video, this is Mike and Heather's first kid together. Yes, they made another one. They show all this black and white footage to try and make the audience more emotional, but it just makes me madder. No, Mike, I will not sympathize with you. You shoved your son into a shelf and tried downplaying it. His verse is just so bad, yet I don't know how to describe it. Just listen.
I just want some of the pain to fade. Lord, won't you take it all away?
The comments are mixed, with some responding with, W on using your traumatized siblings for more clicks. They figured out how to traumatize all of us with their music. There's radioactive stickers on the Martins' front door to warn you about how toxic their household is. Rappers usually talk about trapping and selling drugs, and this dude is talking about the childhood trauma that he's defending. And Jake has neck tats. Excellent parenting job, Mike and Heather. Now everyone will know your son is a scumbag without looking you guys up on YouTube.